Elinda's lawn is live in just a couple of minutes. Hopefully just 1 minute. Or soon. Let's see, I can't find it here. So, try again. I'm trying to get this to my page. What about this thing? 1 minute. I just want to start a watch party on my artist page. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh, there we are. Perfect. 1 minute. Share to a page. And then we go on. All right. Let's go. Everybody up? Ready? You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, that I'll come running to see you again. Yeah, winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will, 'cause you got a friend. Welcome, Elinda's lawn is back. I'm so happy to be here, and hopefully we'll get some people watching this live also. Thank you for all your encouraging comments on my last 2 episodes, or 3, or whatever we're up to now. Today is a special day. We're gonna have a guest here, and it's an incredibly talented young girl named Bells. So please stay tuned. I'm gonna give you one song first, and then I'll bring her on the show. But it's something worth waiting for, I promise you that. Well, I'm sticking to my pink. You're sticking with your shoes, honey. I like that. That's good. And you got your mic today. Last time nobody could hear you when you were talking.
No, today I can speak maybe and...
Not very loud though.
I'll address it here.
That's lovely. I'm sticking to my pink because I don't know if you saw, I got a lot of comments for my dress last time, and it was a gift from a neighbor, and I don't know, I just have the best neighbor ever over here in Santa Monica. They give me treats. They leave stuff on the porch in these quarantine times. You open your door and you find little things. It's the rose sometimes. Sometimes it's clothes for our kids that their children have grown out. And one day I found this beautiful pink dress that I was wearing last show. And so thank you so much, Lisa, for that. And actually this one is also gifted to me from my neighbor in Sweden. So maybe that should be a thing. Just send me all your pink stuff that you have and I'll wear them. So I'm so grateful to have these lovely friends around me, especially in these strange times that we have. But I want to start by singing one song. When we're in quarantine, it's struggling. It's struggling for the kids, it's struggling for the parents, and it's struggling as a couple also. And me and Michael, we're not really pulling perfectly the last couple of days, right? And that happens, you know. I guess you kind of shut down instead of talking things out. You're too tired from all the stress, so you kind of shut down. And then I heard this song that we had playing. My friend in Sweden, she was singing this song for us on our wedding. And I just wanted to share that to you guys, because I know it's a struggle to keep the relationship, working during these times. And I know that there are a lot of people struggling and even going through divorces right now. So I just want to share some love for all you couples out there. And I also came up with this idea like yesterday, and as I told you last week, Michael is a great musician, but he mostly produces and don't play as much live anymore. And now I made you play the piano, honey.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. So I think we're going to get through this with a lot of love. Okay, let's go, honey. It's called I Look to You. My strength is gone. In you I find it all. I look to you. I look to you. And when melodies are gone, in you I find a song. I look to you. Nu går vi in på stycket. My legs are broken, my wall is coming down on me. The rain is coming, defeat is calling. I need you to set me free. Take me far away from the battle, 'cause I need you to shine on me. I look to you. I look to you, and when all my strength is gone, in you I can be strong. I look to you. I look to you, and when melodies are gone, in you I find a song. I look to you, yeah. I look to you. Lovely, thank you, honey. Love you for that. Isn't it a beautiful song? It's made by Whitney Houston, one of the greatest singers ever. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Let me proudly introduce Miss Bells. Yay!
I'm gonna play with my phone right here. If that's okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, can you see? Let me make sure they can see you. Should I turn it a little bit so they can see you? All right.
I think they can see me. I'm not sure though, but
Sit down.
sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
You sit down, girl.
Sit down.
No, you want your audience to see it. Bella is also live streaming on her Instagram, so we want to give as many people as possible this little piece of love from us. So how you doing, Bells? Are you good?
Great. I'm great. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, you were
so honored.
You were our first choice when we thought of this. I met Belle the first time. It was actually on like a really great party.
Yeah, it was. It was a great day. I'll never forget that day.
Yeah, we were. It was like what you call like a summer burst kind
like
of
a
thing.
day party
Yeah,
kind of thing.
in the middle of the day, it was this kind of weather. You were there with your whole family, and we were seated next to each other. I was there with a bunch of friends, and we were having the best time, just having fun with the music and everything. And I just watched you and your family. It was your mom and dad and your brother and you, and you guys were partying. I mean, you were having so much fun as a family. And I mean, we're a big family, right? Me and Michael, we have 5 kids. And I just, looked into the future, and I was like, I hope that I am a good enough mom and you're a good enough dad so that we will keep this closeness
Party
with
going.
the party going. Exactly.
That's the vibe.
And be able to have that much fun with your kids when they're adults. That's just, it's amazing.
No, it's
And your
amazing.
dad told me that you were a singer, because when I told him I was a singer, he was like, oh, my daughter sings really well. So we started talking, and then we kept the contact since then. And you were already living in LA at that point, right?
Yeah, I was. I was actually just like home on vacation during the summer. I had a break from school, and usually like I love Swedish summer that much that I always go back home.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just on a break, but yeah, I was definitely living in LA at that time.
And what made you move to LA? Why?
First time I moved here, it was because of school. I studied business, and yeah, so it's basically just because of school. I just wanted to leave Sweden for a while. I was kind of tired of it. And first I was like, oh, I'm going to Australia. And my parents, they were like, that's a bit too far away,
It's a long ride.
It's a long ride for sure. But I ended up here. I studied for a year, and then I moved back. I took a break for like 6 months, and now I'm back studying music.
So what made you come into music?
Oh, that's a long story, but I've always like been surrounded by music. My mom and dad, they are like great musicians, and like when I grew up, we had like a room with my mom's piano, my dad's guitars, and they were like in a band together. So yeah, I always like grew up around music, and I started singing English songs, very random, but English songs when I was like 4 years old, without knowing like any of the words. But yeah, I started singing very young, and when I was in school, I tried to, keep it up. So I chose like a fame thing in school. So we did like musicals, and I started playing guitar when I was 10. So yeah, like I've always been surrounded by music. And when I first moved here, I had a gig back home in Sweden with my band. So I was just like trying to, do vocal lessons, and I found this Swedish girl. So I started taking lessons at her place, and then it just like turned out like I started writing my own songs, and then she told me about this music school that she went to once upon a time, and she was like, this is like such a waste of your talent if you're not keep doing music. So then I just like started doing music, and now I study music, so that's why I came back.
That's lovely, and you're releasing your own music, and you have, you're really well connected now. You're hooked up with a record deal also for some of the songs, right?
Yeah, there was this record deal in Sweden. They signed my song with this other Swedish producer. Went really, really well. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, great. Well, I think everybody is really looking forward to hear you sing. So why don't you do it? It's your first single, right? That you released.
Yeah, it was my first single. It was like it's more than a year ago.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun. But yeah, it's my first single. It's called Love Me Louder.
Take it away, girl.
Thank you. I'm happy that I was a waste of time. I'm Happy that I'm always on your mind. Boy, you should come with a warning sign, 'cause I ain't got time for your childish mind. Every night you get up and leave, I want you to stay this silent sheets. Gave myself up for someone like you. Biggest mistake anyone could do. Hey. So hold you up, journey to your frequency. You only interfere with me. So why even try? Too close to get near, to get next to you. When you never said a word, never said the truth. So why do I still try to get you to love me louder? Love me louder, yeah. Love me louder. Sorry that I was a waste of time. I'm sorry that I always blow your mind. But boy, you should know that I'm more than ready to say goodbye. Please just get up and you can leave. I'm getting out this silent sheets. Gave myself up for someone like you. Biggest mistake anyone could do. So hold you up, turn into your frequency. You only interfere with me. So hard, even try to get close, to get near, to get next to you. When you never said a word, never said the truth. So do I still try to get you to love me louder? Love me louder, yeah. Love me louder. Boy, you should know that I'm more than ready to say goodbye. Boy, you should know that I'm more than ready to say goodbye. So hold you up, turn into your frequency. You only interfere with me. So I even try to get close, to get near, to get next to you. When you never said a word, never said the truth. So why do I still try to get you to love me louder? Love me
Lovely. Check out that voice, huh? It's
Thank
got
you.
some really nice. I love your tone, and your volume is just crazy. It's so powerful. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So I have to ask you, what do you, living here in LA, what do you miss the most, and what do you miss the least about Sweden?
About Sweden, wow, that's a hard one. The thing I love, miss the most is definitely my family. My family is my everything, and I miss them so much every day. It feels kind of weird to be so far away from them when you're so used to being so close to them. But yeah, I miss them so much. I wish I could go back home for 2 weeks and then go back. But
Right now, that's
unfortunately-
not really.
No, unfortunately, we can't do
Possible.
that right now. But I'll probably see them soon, hopefully. What I miss the least, probably the weather.
Good one.
Yeah, no, the weather in Sweden is just it's like a roller coaster.
It is.
It's either super good weather, hot during the summer or it rains like all the time.
Even on the West Coast.
Even on the West Coast. Like usually like a Swedish summer on the West Coast is like, it's just rain.
Yeah.
Like we've had good summers for sure, but it's usually just like
Last summer was really good.
last
actually.
summer was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
that.
so good.
And actually, the rain comes from the side all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't hide from it.
No, you can't hide from it. No.
Well, now we're here and we're in quarantine. It's a bit different than from they are in Sweden. They're still keeping social distancing and trying to, keep it under control there. But here it's totally locked.
It's a lockdown.
Yeah, it's
for
a
sure,
lockdown here, so we can't.
But you can see the 6 foot, right?
Yeah, we're.
This is definitely.
Oh, you're a
6
little bit.
feet.
You should
Yeah,
be.
I'm gonna be on here.
Yeah, we're trying to do this in a responsible way. But as we're outside, we're always wearing masks, and it's and even I tried to go jogging once with a mask, and that was really difficult. So that kind of leads us to the next song.
It does.
Which is called No Air. And like you were saying, when you were young, you were singing these English songs, and you were doing your best trying to just you make up your own words, and that's kind of what I've been doing with this song, and you too, that we were discussing. So now we hopefully learned the right words, but it's a beautiful song, and it's called No Air, and we're gonna do it together. So I really look forward to this. And you're gonna get your
it's
guitar.
Great to have a guitar as well.
Yeah.
One more guitar.
One more guitar for
Look
sure.
forward.
One more guitar.
Yeah, from the talented musician Bells. So you should keep a lookout for her. I know there has been a lot of articles about her in New York, and she's really on the move upwards. So I'm so happy to have you here on my little show.
Thank you so much for
As my
having
first
me.
guest. It's really an honor, and I hope to be invited when you're doing the Super Bowl in a couple of years.
Of course, for sure.
That would be fun. All right, we need a tone, a note, something to sing. Are you ready, honey? Are you guys aligned?
So,
You ready?
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
If I should die before I wake, it's 'cause you took my breath away. It's like living in a world with no air. Oh, I'm here alone and wanna leave. My heart won't hold, it's incomplete. If there was a way that I could make you understand. But how do you expect me to live alone with just me? Does my world revolves around you? It's so hard for me to breathe. Tell me how I'm supposed to be with no air. Can't live, can't be with no air. It's how I feel whenever you ain't there. There's no air, no air. Got me out here in the water so deep. Tell me how you gon' be without me. If you ain't here, I just can't breathe. No air, no air, no air, air. Whoa. No air, air. Whoa. No air, air. No, no. I walk away, I jump through, right off the ground, float to you. There's no gravity to hold me down for real, yeah. But somehow I'm still alive inside. You took my breath, but I survived. I don't know how, and I don't even care. So how do you expect me to live alone with just me? 'Cause my world revolves around you. It's so hard for me to breathe. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Can't live, can't breathe with no air. It's how I feel living when we ain't there. No air, no air. Got me out here in the water so deep. Tell me how I gon' be without me. If you ain't here, I can't breathe. No air.
You got me out here in the water so deep, so deep.
Where you gonna be without me? Here I just can't breathe.
No air, no air, no air, no air,
No. Tell me out here in the water so deep.
Tell me how you gonna live without me.
If you wait here, I just can't breathe.
No air, no air. Yay! That was fun. I just love that song. I usually put it on when I'm like going outside if I'm having a real bad day, you know?
Yeah.
And I just go outside, I put it on my headphones, and I just like, you know, you wanna, don't think about anybody on the streets and just go, no, air, air.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that for sure.
Well, so I'm really looking forward to see what's coming up next for you. Is there anything particular you want to tell us about? Or are you're still writing songs? I know you're producing and singing most.
Now it's a lot going on, but it's so much fun. I'm writing a lot nowadays, and I'm releasing a new single very soon. I haven't put like a specific date yet, but the song is almost ready. So I'm gonna release that, but I'm gonna release it under a new artist name. So instead of Bells, it's gonna be Bella Skyller.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like totally changing my sound now.
So now it's official.
So now it's official.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Bella Skyller.
So yeah, I'm trying to do that, and a while back we recorded a music video for one of the songs that I made with 2 Swedish producers back home in Sweden. It's called Get Me. It's on all platforms if you guys want to check it out. So yeah, we recorded a music video, but we've been like working back and forth. So we're releasing that one soon as well, and hopefully there will be a music video for my new single Bedroom Eyes coming up as well.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So if people want to follow you on Spotify, what would they follow you under right now then? How would they find you?
Right now it's under Bells.
Yeah.
But
Maybe Instagram is the good way to keep track on where you're going.
Instagram is definitely the platform and like my social media that I update the most.
Yeah. And what's your name there?
My name on Instagram is Bella Skyller.
Yeah.
And you can find like everywhere, like all the platforms right now is Bella Skyller except Spotify.
Okay.
So like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that is Bella Skyller. And you can find me on SoundCloud as well.
All
Is
right.
it Skylar with 2 L's?
Skyller with 2 L's. Yeah.
just to-
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Yeah. The Swedish one.
Yeah, the Swedish one. It's because my last name is Skyller, so
Yeah.
I just like cut the last
All
name.
right, guys, that's kind of what we have for you guys today, and I'm just so happy getting going with this. Like, we're trying to do it every week. Maybe we will, skip 1 week to just relax a little bit. We also have a lot of kids that needs schooling and whatever else it is. But it's a good way for me and for us to, get out of bed, get dressed, maybe, pick your eyebrows and get out of the caveman look. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and we're gonna keep having other guests as well. And stay safe, stay sane out there, and lots of love from us to you. Yay! Thank you.